What if the wisest teacher you ever met began by telling you not to believe him? Over 2,500 years ago, in a small town called Kesaputta, a group of villagers, the Kalama people, were overwhelmed. Traveling teachers passed through their town, each one claiming to hold the truth, each one contradicting the last. Confused, the Kalamas asked the Buddha, "Sir, who is telling the truth? Whom should we believe?" The Buddha's reply has been called the Charter of Free Inquiry. But it's more than skepticism. It's a method, a way to test ideas with your own lived experience so you can walk a path that truly reduces suffering. Today, we'll explore that method in depth and then translate it into simple steps you can apply to the news you hear, the leaders you follow, and most importantly, the thoughts that arise in your own mind. This is the Kalama Sutta, Anguttara Nikaya 3.65, retold for modern life. 1. The problem of conflicting voices. If you've ever opened your phone and felt your mind pulled in 10 directions, you already understand the Kalamas' problem. Different authorities, different algorithms, different philosophies, each confident, each persuasive. The Buddha didn't pick a side. He gave them a way to see for themselves. He began with a radical caution. Do not go by reports. Do not go by tradition. Do not go by hearsay. Do not go by scriptures. Do not go by logical conjecture, or by inference, or by reasoned reflection, or by agreement with a view after pondering. Do not go by the seeming competence of a speaker, nor by the status of a teacher. But when you know for yourselves that things are unwholesome, blameworthy, criticized by the wise, and lead to harm and suffering, abandon them. And when you know for yourselves that things are wholesome, blameless, praised by the wise, and lead to welfare and happiness, undertake and abide in them. This isn't a rejection of logic, scripture, or teachers. It's a reordering. Place experience and outcomes at the center, illuminated by the feedback of the truly wise. Let's unpack that. 2. 10 things not to lean on blindly. The Buddha named 10 unreliable props, not because they're always wrong, but because each can mislead when used alone. 1. Report. People are saying, viral rumors travel faster than truth. 2. Tradition. We've always done it this way. Tradition stabilizes culture, but it also preserves mistakes. 3. Hearsay. A friend of a friend, distorted with every retelling. 4. Scripture alone. Texts require context, interpretation, and practice. 5. Logical conjecture. Guessing. Clever arguments can be elegantly wrong. 6. Inference. Patterns can deceive. Correlation is not causation. 7. Reasoned reflection. Cogitation can just polish our biases. Agreement after pondering. We fall in love with ideas we've spent time on. 9. The speaker's polish. Confidence and charisma are not the same as wisdom. 10. The teacher's status. Robes, titles, and followers don't guarantee freedom from greed, hatred, or delusion. Key point, none of these are evil. The Buddha used reasoning, quoted earlier teachings, and spoke with authority. He simply refused to let any of them replace clear seeing of causes and results in your own heart and life. 3. The 3 poisons as a compass. So what does knowing for yourself mean? In Buddhism, there's a reliable inner compass, greed, hatred, and delusion versus generosity, kindness, and clarity. If a teaching stokes craving for things, status, or even spiritual experiences, watch how it leaves your heart tight, restless, and dependent. If it inflames ill will toward yourself or others, notice the heat of resentment and the trail of broken relationships. If it feeds confusion, complicated rationalizations, secrecy, or magical thinking, see how it makes you less honest and less awake. By contrast, when a teaching increases generosity, kindness, and wisdom, you'll feel the heart open, the breath ease, and your actions become more skillful. Others around you will suffer less because of how you show up. This is the ground of the Kalama method. Check the effects. 4. From doubt to skillful testing. The Buddha didn't say, believe nothing. He said, test everything skillfully. Here's how to run the Kalama Test in daily life. Step 1, pause and name the claim. What exactly am I being asked to believe or do? Write it in a single sentence. Step 2, scan the mind. When I hold this view, does my mind fill with grasping, aversion, or fogginess, or with steadiness, warmth, and clarity? Step 3, imagine the consequences. If a whole community lived by this teaching for a year, would there be more trust, compassion, accountability, or more fear and division. Step 4. Seek the counsel of the wise, not the loudest or most famous, but people known for integrity, patience, and compassion. What do they say? In the Sutta, the Buddha specifically includes praised by the wise as a criterion. Step 5. Try a small experiment. Practice the teaching in a limited, safe way. Observe results honestly. Did suffering decrease for you and for others? Step 6. Keep what works. Let go of what harms. This is not relativism, it's accountability to reality. If it harms, even if it's fashionable, drop it. If it helps, even if it's unfashionable, deepen it. That is the heart of the Kalama Sutta, ethical empiricism. 5. What the Buddha taught next and why it matters. After giving the Kalamas this method, the Buddha didn't leave them floating in doubt. He guided them straight into practice, the Brahma Viharas, boundless loving kindness, compassion, empathetic joy, and equanimity. He asked them to cultivate a mind that radiates goodwill to all beings, near and far, seen and unseen, just as a strong conch shell's sound spreads in all directions. Then he offered 4 assurances. Live with a heart free from ill will, and 1. If there is a life after death and results of actions, your wholesome intentions will be your protection. 2. If there is no life after death, you still live here and now, with a heart free from enmity and regret. 3. If wrong action truly brings suffering, you've stayed far from it. 4. If wrong action does not bring suffering, at minimum your mind has been purified by kindness. The Buddha didn't demand belief in metaphysics as an entry ticket. He pointed to immediate, testable benefits and to a safety that holds either way. That's not skepticism, that's compassionate pragmatism. 6. Clearing common misunderstandings. Let's address a few confusions that often swirl around this teaching. Misunderstanding 1. The Kalama Sutta says ignore scriptures and teachers. No, it says don't rely on them blindly. The Dhamma is a hepasiko, come and see. Teachings and teachers are guides, experience is the courtroom. Misunderstanding 2. If it feels good, it must be wholesome. Also no. Many harmful things feel good briefly. The test is not momentary pleasure, it's the overall reduction of greed, hatred, and delusion, and the increase of compassion, clarity, and peace over time. Misunderstanding 3. Everything is relative, your truth, my truth. The Buddha isn't promoting relativism. He's asking us to measure claims against causes and effects. If anger predictably breeds more suffering, that's not my truth. It's a lawful pattern you can replicate and verify. Misunderstanding 4. This is only for monks. The Kalamas were householders. This sutta is for anyone making choices, parents, students, professionals, leaders. 7. Applying the Kalama Test in modern life. Let's translate the method into 3 everyday arenas. A. Online information. Claim, outrage makes change. Check. Does consuming outrage make you more skillful, kinder, and effective, or resentful and exhausted? Experiment. Replace 30 minutes of doom scrolling with 10 minutes of mindful breathing and 20 minutes of concrete service, a call, a donation, a kind note. Result, which leaves the world and your mind better. B. Work and ambition. Claim, hustle without rest is the only path to success. Check. Does it increase greed and anxiety? Experiment. Add clear boundaries. 1 evening per week with devices off, a daily 5-minute pause to breathe and reflect. Result, are you more creative, more patient, more ethical? If yes, keep it. If your actions become harsher, adjust. C. Spiritual practice. Claim, this charismatic teacher is enlightened. Do whatever he says. Check. Are the community's members becoming gentler, more honest, more free from obsession? Are finances transparent? Is harm addressed? Experiment. Keep your autonomy. Practice the core trainings, ethics, mindfulness, wisdom, and compare results. Result. Stay where suffering decreases. 8. A short practice you can lead on video. Let's taste the heart of the sutta directly. If it's safe to do so, soften your gaze or close your eyes. Feel the breath. Feel the weight of your body. Sense the day's stories settling like sand in clear water. Now, silently repeat, may I be free from greed, ill will, and confusion. May I be healthy, safe, and at peace. May I meet this moment with wisdom and kindness. Bring to mind someone you care about. May you be free from greed, ill will, and confusion now. Someone neutral. And if you can, someone difficult, just for a breath or two, letting your heart widen. Finally, Include all beings in every direction. May all beings be safe. May all beings be at ease. May all beings be free. Open your eyes. The Buddha didn't ask you to believe this practice. He asked you to notice the results. 9. Building a life around the Kalama method. Here are 5 habits that turn the sutta into a lifestyle. 1. Journal the effects. When you try a teaching, note how it affects your speech, sleep, relationships, and generosity. Review weekly. 2. Keep wise company. Seek mentors known for humility and consistent kindness. The praise of the wise is one of the sutta's benchmarks. 3. Audit your inputs. Curate what you consume online. Ask, does this feed peace and clarity? 4. Practice ethical non-harming. The Buddha's test is anchored in sila, right speech, right action, right livelihood. Ethics are the laboratory floor. Without them, results are muddy. 5. Return to the breath. Overthinking is one of the 10 traps. A single mindful breath can cut through the fog of secondhand opinions. 10. A final story from Kesaputta. According to the sutta, when the Kalamas listened and practiced even briefly, their minds brightened. Many took refuge. Some began training in goodwill. The Buddha's visit left a town less confused and more kind, not because he won a debate, but because he gave them a way to see. You can do the same. In a world of headlines and hot takes, try the Kalama Test. Do not cling to reports or personalities. Look to the results in your own heart. Keep what reduces suffering. Let go of what increases it. This is how you honor the Buddha, not by blind faith, but by honest practice. If this helped you breathe a little easier, subscribe for more Buddhist wisdom every day.